Welcome back to Weird Stuff in a Bottle. Today we've got monkey gland sauce. So yeah, monkey gland sauce. I bought this from an online store that specialises in South African, I think, and possibly New Zealand imported foods. So this is I thought this was just going to be a brown sauce, a condiment to go on to food that had already been cooked. Turns out this is actually a kind of coating for barbecuing. Anyway, ingredients are water, sugar, tomato paste, fruit, which is apricots and peaches, onion, stabilizer, which is modified starch, xanthan gum, acidifier, E260, salt, reconstituted Worcester sauce, caramel colour, E150C, E150D, sulfur dioxide, MSG flavour enhancer, E621, spices, wheat gluten, irradiated, preservatives, sodium benzoate, E211, potassium sorbate, E202, allergens, sulfites, wheat gluten. So it's sulfites in here. I won't be able to give this to Jenny because she's allergic to sulfites. This is manufactured in South Africa by Famous Brands Management Company. Conspicuous absence of monkey glands in here. I wasn't expecting that this was going to be a sauce made from monkey glands. I don't know where the name comes from. Perhaps somebody watching this video can enlighten me. Anyway, it says, when it comes to burgers and ribs, our monkey gland sauce is the clever choice. Its bouncy, robust flavour is bound to make you go bananas. But that's okay because we know how good it is. Steers suggest based over pork, chicken, ostrich, wild game or whatever you fancy. So long as there's meat, man must baste. With monkey gland sauce, of course. Perfect for pan frying or braaiing. Braaiing, I believe, is the South African term for charcoal grilling. Okay, well, that's enough talk. I'm going to put this on some chicken drumsticks today. I'm not charcoal grilling because it's a bank holiday weekend, therefore the weather is not suitable for barbecues. So we're going to do this just in the oven. However, I will taste a little bit just straight out the jar. I thought this was going to be just a brown sauce, and it does look like from the ingredients it more or less is. Smells a bit like pickled onions. Taste. It kind of is like brown sauce and it's not. Interesting spice blend there. Don't know what those spices are because they're not listed. It's probably whatever is in that reconstituted Worcester sauce. Tastes a little bit like Szechuan pepper, but I didn't see that listed on the ingredients. Other than that, quite a vinegary, oniony, tomatoey sort of flavour. So anyway, to the kitchen and we'll put this on some chicken and cook it. I've got 2 trays of chicken drumsticks here, one of which I will do with the monkey gland sauce. The other one I will make a kind of approximation of this sauce. Shrimp gland sauce if you like. Oh no, that sounds horribly inappropriate. Don't worry, I'll edit that out. Underneath the chicken I've got some of these potatoes, I've got carrots, pepper and celery. Just really because those will cook in the sauce and they'll go all tender and gooey as well. So my sauce is going to be some herbs and spices. I've got a bit of nutmeg, I've got some black pepper and I've got some mixed herbs and spices. We're going to have well that was successful. Going to have a squeeze of ketchup, going to have some brown sauce and some apricot jam. So that's my own very vague approximation of monkey gland sauce. Near enough. I'm just going to daub some of that on the chicken. And I'll save this, I'll keep this to one side because we'll add some more during the cooking process. And then my homemade sauce, different brush because cross-contamination when it comes to allergies is no joking matter. Sulfite allergy is actually not, strictly speaking, an allergy. Well it is, but it isn't. So people aren't actually allergic to sulfites, they're allergic to what sulfites do to their own body. Sulfites are like an aggressive, corrosive chemical, and that's what makes them good as preservatives, because they attack biological materials. But what happens is, for some people, the sulfites, when the sulfites get in their body, it denatures the proteins of their own body, and then those denatured proteins are the allergen. So it is an allergy in the mechanism in that it works, and it responds very much like a allergy, you know, anaphylaxis and all those fun things. But it's not an allergy directly to the sulfites, it's an allergy to what the sulfites have actually done to your body if you're affected by it. Anyway, these 2 things, so monkey gland sauce and atomic shrimp sauce, are going to go in a low oven now, uncovered for a while, to cook for probably about an hour, and we'll check in on them about halfway through that time. We're about halfway through cooking, and only really the monkey gland looks like it needs a bit more of a coating, so I'm going to put some more on there. Put a little more Another little brush of this on there. The one that my homemade sauce looks like it's enough. And then back in the oven for another, I don't know, half hour. Right, okay, so we've got these two different chicken offerings, which I've just allowed to rest a little bit with foil over the top as they came out of the oven. So that's the monkey gland sauce. This is my own version of the same. I'm just going to taste a little bit of each. I'm not going to do the whole serving at the table thing. Just going to taste a little bit of the... So this is the monkey gland sauce glaze on a bit of chicken. If you can hear noise in the background, that could be my grandson who's just with us at the moment. That's quite nice. Interestingly, almost floral note to it, which is, I think, comes from the spice mix. And this is my version of a barbecue sauce. Whoops, same size sort of bit of chicken. Well, no shade intended on this monkey gland sauce, but I think I prefer my own version. Just find this a little bit sweet, slightly cloying flavour. The barbecue sauce that I just cobbled together, I actually really like that. So in the taste test of those two chicken drumsticks, one with monkey gland sauce and one with my own sauce that I just concocted from various things out of the kitchen cupboard, I actually preferred my own barbecue sauce, and that was a really simple sauce that I made there as well. Just found there's something about this monkey gland sauce that lacks a little bit of punch, maybe? It seemed a bit sweet and perfumed. Perhaps I'm missing the point though, maybe that's what it's supposed to be like. I think maybe I haven't given this a fair test because that was just oven-baked barbecue-style chicken drumsticks, which is a bit weak sauce. So I'm going to make some beef burgers, I'll cook them on a charcoal grill, and I'll have this as a sauce on the burgers, which I believe is one way that you can enjoy this. You can just have it poured over burgers. Okay, back from the grill with the burgers, and it did occur to me that rather than risk a whole burger on this, I will just taste a little bit of this dipped in this monkey gland sauce, because I'm a bit of a risk-averse person, and I don't really want to commit a whole burger to a sauce that I didn't enjoy the first time around. So anyway, let's see what this is like. This is a nicely seasoned 20% fat beef burger. Okay, I'm going to say I don't get it. I'm not going to put that on my burger because I don't really particularly enjoy that. For me, that's lacking a bit of robust flavour. There's a prominent vinegar flavour. There's a prominent kind of five-spice perfume. And that's about it. Anyway, so yeah, I'm not going to put that on my burger today. So, in conclusion, monkey gland sauce. I think I'm going to say that the best thing about this is the name. I really wanted to like this, but I think coming from a background of expectation of brown sauce to be really quite robust and highly flavoured, I just found that this kind of misses the mark for me. And that's probably as much to do with my expectations as it is to do with the product. The name, by the way, nobody really seems to know for sure how that came about. Well, actually, that's not true. Lots of people seem to be very sure about how that came about, but they just don't all agree with each other. Anyway, the kind of floral spicy notes in here remind me a little bit of talcum powder. That kind of floral aroma of talcum powder. I don't know what it is. It's not rose. It could be gardenia or something like that. But this sauce kind of tasted a bit like that. And I wonder if that's what put me off. It's also possible that I'm just doing everything wrong here. I've got about half the bottle left, so I'm going to keep that. If anyone, particularly somebody who's familiar with this, wants to suggest to me how I should enjoy this, then let me know in the comments and I might give it another go. But for now, I think that's really all I can say about monkey gland sauce. Didn't really enjoy this a whole lot, and that's quite unusual for me. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.